Back here at Chosen Few Fighting Championships number 25 from the Monona Terrace Convention Center in Madison. I'm Eric Rogers with Peter Johannes. You're watching TVW. Alex REGO making his way to the ring. 2-3 record in his professional career out of Factory X, Illinois at 125 pounds.
I think one thing that's going to stand out right away is the size difference. REGO is 5'10". I don't know how tall MOZIAH Clark is, but I think he's like 5'3", 5'4". Big height, big reach advantage. So one would think that REGO's going to want to keep him on the outside, use that reach, touch him up, keep him frustrated. And then you want to think that MOZIAH Clark's going to want to get in, work for that takedown, and go to work from there. But it'll be interesting to see who's able to impose their will.
And as you'll see in a moment, these two built very differently as well. 125 pounds. REGO with, as you mentioned, a longer reach, maybe less compact muscles as far as how long his limbs are. But MOZIAH Clark, might be shorter, but he is built. So don't be fooled by the height. And I guess it's going to be a style difference here when we see this one get underway. And MOZIAH Clark making his pro debut, and we have seen him in action in the amateur ranks at past Chosen Few events.
Yeah, this is the highly anticipated professional debut. First off, it's hard to find flyweights. It's a shallow weight class. MOZIAH has been on the hunt for a fight for a minute now. Josh Derry was able to make it happen, and we got a banger on our hands.
And MOZIAH Clark with a 5-3 amateur record gets his first chance at professional action against Alex REGO, and he makes his way to the ring here momentarily when he comes out. And I think the thing for me, Peter, that strikes me when you see MOZIAH Clark is just his presence, because he fights taller than he is, and I think that's going to work to his advantage. Even though he doesn't have the professional experience, I don't think this is a fight that he's taking and looking at it like I'm the underdog here.
Correct.
It's going to be a guy from Alex REGO, Factory X out of Illinois, versus a Madison-made MOZIAH Clark. So he certainly got that hometown cooking, working in his favor. But I'm excited for this one, like you had mentioned too, one of those that I circled on my card when I was looking at the list of what we have here in Madison tonight.
Yeah, Alex REGO there doing the old wrist, the old Vanderlei Silva thing. Gotta love that.
I mean, you see that from time to time, and you got to stay loose, got to have a ritual, as it were. And Clark looking like he's building up the intensity, getting ready for war as he starts to enter the cage. And, we look back at some of the fights that we've seen, Peter. We've had a lot of different ways to end it. And I do want to get back to just, kind of looking at the card from a perspective of, do you feel like, which one has been sort of a standout to you?
As far as these two?
Well, as far as the ones we've seen so far tonight.
Oh, I mean, obviously the knockout of the night for Ashanti Olafintilla was just insane. I don't know, man. There's been a lot of good fights. I don't know. We got 3 bangers left. MOZIAH Clark. Wow, look at this stare down.
Fighting out of Inglewood, Colorado, and representing Factory X, Alex REGO. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, making his pro debut, weighing in at 125 pounds, fighting out of Madison, Wisconsin, representing Capital City MMA and Chosen Few Fight Team, MOZIAH Clark.
REGO sticking his tongue out right. They have not stopped staring at each other since they entered the cage.
Well, if you aren't excited for this one, then I don't know what to tell you. We've got 3 5-minute rounds, and they're going right at it.
Clark comes out fast. Quick takedown from REGO. REGO, he can wrestle himself. It's a good start right now for REGO. Good position to be in.
Yeah, he wasn't afraid, that's for sure.
Clark reverses.
So this is what you come to expect out of a professional fight.
Absolutely, just the level of talent. You know, these guys have gone through the amateur ranks. They put the work in. You can just tell the difference. The long legs of REGO right now really working to his advantage.
Well, and there's also a new set of rules as elbows are now allowed.
Correct. REGO's looking for a knee bar. Doesn't quite have it up.
Well, they're grabbing each other's legs now.
Oh, he taps.
Well, I guess that's the way that one ends. A quick one. Round number 1. All it takes sometimes is to get that in and do it the right way. And unfortunately, that's the debut for MOZIAH Clark in a professional fight number 1. Ended quickly. So we'll have the announcement here momentarily on TVW. Well, I think it shocked everyone, Peter, how quickly this one ended. As you look at the replay there, a quick ending.
Yeah, it's just a nasty heel hook.
Yeah, that had twisted 100 degrees around. Well, it looked like Clark did some damage to Alex Rego's right eye. But Rego will come out victorious despite that. Clark, an upsetting end.
11 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by knee bar, Alex Rego!
Well, the home crowd doesn't like that one, and neither does MOZIAH Clark. But you take them as they come, and now Clark will head back to the locker room, get back to the gym, and I'm sure we'll see him again here at Chosen Few Fighting Championships.
That's not the last time we'll see MOZIAH Clark, that's for sure.
And Alex Rego gets to go back home, gets to shower. Not too much work. He gets out in round number 1. And then we'll look ahead to another fight with someone that Chosen Few gym fans are very familiar with, and that's Sal Skiro. And if you're a fan of MMA or wrestling in the Madison area, you probably know that last name.
Absolutely. The Skiro family is synonymous with the Chosen Few Fighting Championships. Older brother Dante, multiple-time Bellator vet out in Colorado right now. Carlito Skiro, rumor has it the twin of Sal, Franny Skiro, will be making his debut maybe coming up here in the springtime. But Sal Skiro is not only a personal friend of mine, but he's a great human being. He's a fierce competitor. Guy loves to compete. There's certain people that when they play a sport or they compete in something, if they lose, they're like, I just lost. Sal's not one of those guys. He takes it hard, and he wants to get better every time he's in there. And he's one of my favorite guys to watch. I think he's a good prospect. I'd love to see him back at 170 pounds. I keep joking with him about
Get down there a little bit, huh?
Yep.
Well, and Sal Skiro is going to fight at 185 pounds against Juwan Britton, who is making his pro debut. He's 3-3 in amateur fighting experience. So not sure how much you want to make of the record in the amateur ranks for Juwan Britton, but certainly as we saw in that last fight, the difference in how long it was, each round was, and just the different rules. So we'll have the men come out here shortly, and we'll be right back with Chosen Few Championships 25 on TVW.